What's going on, guys? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been slacking on posting on my channel because I had a really busy weekend and then I needed time to recover from that weekend, so here we are. I didn't post last week on Thursday because I had a really busy weekend, so like I was kind of slacking on posting. And the funny thing is I made a video to post on Thursday and then I just didn't edit it and post it, so that's fun. And then after the HALLOWEEKEND, it kind of took a lot out of me, so I needed to recover from that and recharge my social battery, even though it's just me talking to a camera, but you know, whatever. So today I really didn't have a video idea. I'm gonna be real honest. I planned on posting this Tuesday and then I didn't know what to post, so I decided I'm gonna tell you about my HALLOWEEKEND plus some other things while I do my makeup, because I don't know what else to do when I'm just talking to you, because I can't just talk to you and do nothing. That's boring. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I have my coffee. Isn't this cup so cute? I got it from Five Below along with another one, but it's so cute. Also, let's not mention my hair. I'm taking these braids out this weekend because I just can't. I'm gonna miss them, but I'm ready to flat iron my hair again. I've been waiting so long. It's finally cold again, so I don't have to worry about the humidity messing up my hair. But yeah, I'm probably gonna flat iron my hair once I take these out, so that might be a video. I'm wearing my Bring Me the Horizon sweatshirt. I just need to show someone this sweatshirt because I got this sweatshirt last year and I'm in love with it. So it says BMTH, which obviously stands for Bring Me the Horizon, and it has the blood splatters on the sleeves, but the cool part is the back. I don't know if you can see the whole thing. I'm gonna step up. Isn't it so cool? I love this sweatshirt, and the eyes and the mouth glow in the dark. The only problem I have with it is it doesn't really fit the way I wanted it to. Like, I got it in a large, but it's one of those sweatshirts where the more you size up, it doesn't get larger this way. It gets longer instead of larger. So in order for me for like the whole picture on the back to be visible, I have to wear the waistband around my thighs, which I hate. But I spent $90 on this sweatshirt, so I'm gonna wear it. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you about my HALLOWEEKEND plus some other things, and I'm gonna do my makeup while I do it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Also, all the products that I'm gonna be using, I'm just gonna put them in the description if you're interested, so that I don't have to keep stopping to tell you what I'm using. So all of the products that I'm gonna be using are gonna be in the description. So there you go. So my HALLOWEEKEND actually kind of started on Friday because one of my best friends is a daycare teacher and she works at a daycare, and they had a little trunk or treat event for their kids. So she invited me to come so that I could help her, you know, set up and like pass out candy to the kids. So what's crazy is, so the daycare she works at, there's 2 of them in the area I live at. So I ended up going to the wrong school at first, and so then I had to go to the one that she was actually at, and yeah, it was kind of crazy. But anyways, so I went. It was fun. I don't want to say I guess. It was fun. It's just like, this is 100% not her fault, but I just wanted to like mention something. I think it's crazy how you go somewhere and it's not your environment at all. Like, the people are not there to see you. They're only there to see the person they know. But my thing is, it's crazy the amount of people that will not even acknowledge your existence if they don't know you. Like, so, you know, we were standing there and I dressed up with her. Her trunk theme was the Magic School Bus, and she was Miss Frizzle and I was one of the students. And so the, you know, kids and the parents were coming around, and, you know, sometimes Astrid would be occupied with like a kid or a parent, so other kids would come up and I would like acknowledge them and compliment their costume and stuff. And I'm not gonna say all of the parents were like this. Some of the parents were actually really nice, but it's just crazy how if they don't know you, they won't even say hi. Like, they'll just kind of acknowledge the person they know and then move on. So I try not to let it bother me too much, just because I'm just like, I know this is not my event and like they're not here to see me, but a hello would have been nice. But anyways, but there was this one lady that worked there that she introduced me to, and she works in the baby room, and she was so nice. And she was, see, I was talking to my mom about this, and I was like, I love older black women because they are just so nice, and everybody knows this. They like don't even have to know you, and they'll just like, you're like, oh, like, it's nice to meet you, sweetie. And like, she gave me a hug and everything, and it just made me feel so much better. So I was like, you were so nice. Like, she was like the first person there to like even really acknowledge that I was there. Even people that I had met before didn't really acknowledge me. So I thought that was kind of, you know, because I was raised that like speaking to someone doesn't cost you anything, right? It really doesn't. It's just a hi, how are you? Like, oh, how do you know Miss Astrid? Are you friends with her? You know, it's, yeah, but whatever. So she was really nice, but I did have a good time, and I got to meet her coworkers, and they were really nice. So it's not like I'm complaining like I didn't have a good time. I really, really did. I just noticed that like some people just, you know, don't know manners, but whatever. So that was really fun, and the coworkers that she is friends with are really nice, and I had a good time. It was a fun time. So then the next day, Saturday, was the big plans, the big HALLOWEEKEND plans. So we had planned to go to KD or King's Dominion haunt, and then we got invited to a Halloween costume party by one of our friends we went to high school with, and she goes to a lot of parties. Like, she's like a party sponsor, but she was throwing her own party at her house. So we got invited to that, and so we were like, okay, we'll go to KD first, and then we'll go to her party after. Well, then the day of the party, she was like, she texted the group chat, and she was like, hey, do y'all want to just like hang out at my house until like 11, because this guy that I know is throwing another party and we could go to that. And so I was just like, no. Like, it's not that I didn't want to go to the other party, it's just like, is the other party gonna be fun? Because not every party that she has invited us to has been fun. Like, and that's not her fault, but I'm just like, I kind of just want to stay at your house and like party, but whatever. So I talked to my friends, and they were like, well, let's just go to KD, and then we'll go to Lydia's party, and we'll see how we feel. And we're like, okay, cool. So I got ready. I started getting ready at like 4, because we were gonna leave the house at like 5 to get to KD. So I did my makeup at my house, and if you don't know, I went as a clown. So I did my makeup at my house, and then we got ready in costumes at Astrid's house. So we got ready, bought the tickets, and then we left. And we got food before we went to KD. So on our way to KD, you know, it was fun. We were listening to music. We get there, and we're walking to the entrance. And if you've ever been to King's Dominion, you know that you have to walk through a metal detector before you go in, just to make sure you don't have any like weapons on you. So we walked through the metal detector. It doesn't go off. But before we could go in, oh, I'm getting mad just thinking about it. Before we go in, the guy that's standing there stops me specifically, and he's like, face paint is not allowed in the park. I wish you could like see. I want to know what my face looked like, because I know I was smiling before that moment, because I was excited. I was like, oh, okay, KD haunt, woohoo, because this is the 3rd year in a row we went, and it's like a tradition because Ashley's birthday is in October. I think I explained this. Anyways, yeah, he's like, face paint isn't allowed in the park. I for real looked at him, and I was like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah, only 12 and under can have face paint. Now, looking back at it now, I really can't be mad at him, because he's just doing his job, right? He didn't make the rule. It's just him informing me what the rules are. But in that moment, I was so mad at costume. And I was just like, why not? And he's like, I don't know. He's just like, just 12 and under can only have face paint. So I didn't even say anything. I didn't say anything else. I turned around. And no, he was like, there's a bathroom around the corner. You can take it off. So I turned around and I like stormed off. I left my friends behind, and like they were right behind me. Like they were on my heels, but I was so mad because I had worked so hard on my makeup. And it's the fact that it wasn't even face paint, but I get what he meant. So I was so mad. So I went to the bathroom and they helped me take it off. And it's the fact it was so hard to get off too. Like it's like it didn't want to come off. It was like a sign, but whatever. So I took it off. I cried because when I get mad, I cry. And so I left some of it on. Like I took off the white part of my face, but I left like the black part that was on my eye and my lips. So yeah. So then after we took it off, I went back and we had to go through the metal detector again. And this is what really got me. We walked through. There's someone in front of me. There's someone in front of me and my friends are behind me. They walk through, I walk through, the thing goes off. And so he's like, oh, can you step to the side for me? So I'm assuming he's talking to the person in front of me because he already saw me walk through this metal detector and it didn't go off the first time, right? So then the person in front of me starts to step to the side. He's like, oh, not you, pointing to me. And I'm like, are you literally kidding me? Oh my, I was so I was like, okay, whatever. So I walked through. I stepped to the side and I had to walk through a separate metal detector. So I walked through, I put my bag in the little bin and I walked through that one and it goes off. And I'm like, so why is it going off now? But it didn't go off the first time I walked through. Okay. So unfortunately, I don't have a picture of my costume, but I had on my demonias that I just got. So they're like looking at me. They don't even go through my bag, which I really didn't have anything in there. I only had my wallet and my phone. And they look at me and they're like, oh, it's her boots, because my demonias have the metal clip, like clasps on them. And then I had my spiked choker on. So the guy asked me, he's like, oh, is that real? Valid question, but at the time it really made me mad. Because I'm like, why would this be real? Do I look like a person that can afford real jewelry? Be so real. But anyways, I was like, no, this is not real, it's plastic, which it was. And my Astra was like, yeah, it's plastic, it's not real. So they were like, okay, you're good. So I walked through and I'm still mad. I'm still low-key crying because I'm just like, I was so excited to show off this makeup and like I worked so hard on it and I can't anymore. And then I was also mad because we had to go to the party afterwards. So I wouldn't even have makeup for the party afterwards. I was so mad. Oh my gosh. Anyways, eventually as the night went on, my mood picked up because we were going to haunted houses and through tunnels, and those scare actors are so funny. I love the scare actors at Kings of Mean because like they also, like they're not just there to scare you, like they have a personality, like they talk to you, they like mess with you a little bit, like it's really funny. So Kings of Mean was really fun besides that. So we got there at like, I want to say around 8:30, maybe 9. I'm gonna say 8:30, and we stayed until the park closed, which was at 12. So that was 4 and a half hours, 4.5 hours of me walking in 3.5-inch platform boots. Girl, when I tell you my feet were literally killing me, my legs, and a few days before, my ankle started acting up. Like, I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything to like mess up my ankle, but my ankle was literally hurting. So yeah, my ankle was hurting, my feet were hurting, and my calves were hurting. And my calves still hurt. Like the muscles of my calves hurt so bad. We stayed until the park closed, and then we went out to the parking lot and we couldn't find the car. And we eventually found it, but as soon as I got in the car, those boots came off. I was like, I can't. I need my feet. And I had my other shoes with me. Like I brought my Vans, but I was like, I refuse to wear these because the demonias just go with the look. They're part of the look. So after KD, we called our friend, the party planner, and her party ended at 12, but she was like, I'm gonna head to the other party at 1. So we ended up meeting up with her and her friends at Waffle House because they wanted to get something to eat before they went to the other party. Also, we went to the Waffle House like right up the street from my house, and the party just happened to be right next to that Waffle House, so it kind of worked out. So we met them And let me tell you something. The Waffle House right up here at my house is dead during the day. So when we pulled up and it was literally packed, like we had to wait like 20 minutes before we got to order something, I was so shook. Because I was like, this Waffle House is literally never this packed. So why are all these people up right now? But anyways, we didn't end up getting anything because the line was too long and we were getting impatient. So we went back to our cars and waited for some other people we were waiting for to go to the party with. So they showed up and then we ended up walking to the party because it was right next door. So we go in and we were early. Right, at this point it's like maybe 2 in the morning. Maybe like closer to 1-ish, 2 in the morning. We go in, there's no one in there. I mean, there's people in there, but there's like, it's supposed to be a party. So for the amount of people that were in there, it was no one in there. So we go and sit down and our friend is like, well, we're kind of early, so we'll just wait it out and see if people start coming in. So a few people come in, but not like a lot of people. So we're kind of sitting on our phones talking. So then me and my other friend, she was like, oh, come to the bathroom with me. I was like, okay. So we went to the bathroom, fixed up ourselves a little bit, and then we came back. And I ended up seeing one of my friends that I hadn't seen in 2 years. So this specific friend, we've been friends since middle school. And I hadn't seen her. We went to middle school and high school together. And I hadn't seen her in 2 years. We still followed each other on social media, but we hadn't talked in 2 years. And it was so nice seeing her. Like, I love her so much. And you know that feeling when you're just like, I want to know how people perceive me. Because you know who you are, but you don't know how other people see you, perceive you, like what they think about you when they, like, what they think when they think about you. So I saw her and she was drunk. But she was just like really pouring her heart out to me because this specific friend has been through a lot in the years that I've known her. And so she has a boyfriend now and she looks really happy and her boyfriend is super nice and just nice. I really like him for her. But she was just telling me how she had been, even though we hadn't talked in 2 years, she had been like following my social media and seeing what I've been doing. And she was like, you are so creative and beautiful and I can't believe you don't have a boyfriend yet. And she was like, you like deserve the world, like you've been through so much. And I was just like, it was really nice to hear, just because you don't often get to hear how people perceive you, especially when you haven't talked to them in a while. So it was just really nice and I really love her and I'm glad that she's happy and it was just really nice. So by this time we were waiting around and then these dudes that were sitting like across the room come and sit with us. And I'm like, why are these guys sitting with us? And apparently they knew one of the girls we were sitting with. So I was like, okay, whatever. So it's like 4 of them. And then this one specific guy keeps like staring at us. And I'm like, yes? Like, like the way I'm describing it, I didn't say that, but the way I'm describing it, it sounds like I'm being super rude. But then I'm just like, if a guy is staring at you in a weird way, I'm just gonna be like, okay, why is he staring at us? And like not saying anything. So whatever. Anyways, about 3:30 rolls by and a few more people came in, but at this point nobody's coming. It's 3:30. Who is coming after 3:30? And if they did come after 3:30, that's crazy, because like it was already so late. So we were like, okay, we're just gonna call it a night because we don't feel like waiting anymore and this party is whack. So we leave and we had to take this girl home because her ride left her. And I was like, this is also a girl we went to school with, but her ride left her. And I was like, that's so messed up. Why would you? And they didn't even tell her they were leaving. Like, but whatever. So we take her home and then we end up going back to my friend's house because I was sleeping over at her house. And when I tell you I had never been more happy to take clothes off, God, I was so happy. And shoes, it was, oh, I'm using the wrong thing. It was like the best feeling in the world. I had never been more happy in that moment. So yeah, we took clothes off. We got something to eat because my friend's dad had made curry for us. Love you. He made curry for us, and his curry is so good. Oh my gosh, like, it's so good. But yeah, we got something to eat and we turned on a movie. And by the time we did all that, like maybe 20-30 minutes later, both of them were asleep and I was the only one awake. So yeah, but that was pretty much my HALLOWEEKEND. So we had some ups and downs, but ultimately I had a good time. I can't complain too much, but yeah, it was really fun. Oh, I didn't even tell you I told you what my costume was, but I went as a clown, and it looked like a mix between Harley Quinn and Kiss. So you can go on my Instagram and see the pictures I posted. That was my makeup, but that wasn't my Halloween costume. Unfortunately, I didn't get any pictures of my Halloween costume, which sucks because it slayed so hard, but yeah. My other friend, Astrid, who you've met before, was a steampunk girl, but for some reason, nobody knows what steampunk is, so everybody was just like, are you the Mad Hatter? And at some point, she got fed up. Not really, like, mad fed up, but she was just like, whatever. So she was like, yeah, I'm the Mad Hatter. Like, we literally had these 13-year-old girls come up to us, and they were like, oh my god, we love your costumes. We were like, thank you. And they looked at her, and they were like, are you the Mad Hatter? She was like, yes. And they were like, oh my god, that's so cool. It was really funny. But, and then my other friend, Jada, she was gonna be originally Jennifer's Body, like her cheerleader version, but she ended up not liking her costume, so I helped her put together another one, and she went as like a vampire, and it slayed so hard. But yeah, the haunted houses were actually really good. There's only one haunted house at Katy that I don't really like, and if you know Katy, it's Blood on the Bayou. I freaking hate that haunted house, and not because it's even that scary. It's literally disturbing. And I hate how much stuff they have hanging down. Like, they have body parts hanging down and, like, slabs of meat. And I'm like, I should not have to be looking out for someone trying to scare me and also trying to avoid being smacked in the face by a 20-pound slab of meat. It's not, I don't like it. So, yeah. But other than that, the other haunted houses were pretty good. Yeah. Also, I posted a couple of transition TikToks that are kind of slay. So, if you want to see those, go check out my TikTok. It will be at the end of this video, and it kind of slays. Also, oh my god, I posted a get ready with me on TikTok, and then I was like, I want to post this on YouTube. So I posted it as a short, and not really thinking much of it. I was just like, I'm just gonna post this and see what happens. It got 1,000 views. Girl, when I tell you I was gobsmacked when I checked it the next morning, I was so shook, because, like, what do you mean it got 1,000 views? Like, what? Like, that's obviously a good thing, but I was just so shook, because I was like, how? I'm not even gonna question it. I'm just so happy. So if you're watching this and you were one of those people that saw it, liked it, and commented, thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. Just thank you. Like, that was literally crazy. Because that was the most views I've gotten on literally anything. That's not true. I got like 3,000 views on a TikTok one time, but still, on YouTube, that's a lot. So thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, that was my HALLOWEEKEND. It was kind of crazy, kind of funky, kind of spooky, but I'm so glad I got to dress up and go out and stuff. So yeah, but now, today, the day that I'm filming this, is November 1st. So you know what that means. It is officially Christmas season! I'm so excited. If you know me, you know that Christmas is my favorite holiday of all time. And it's just so good. So Mariah Carey has officially defrosted. So we're ready. We're ready for the season, girl. I'm putting this makeup on, and I'm probably just gonna take it right off as soon as I finish filming this video. So I'm done talking about my HALLOWEEKEND, so we're gonna talk about some other stuff. If I have any Marvel fans watching, please comment down below, because I need your opinion on what I'm about to talk about. So, season 2 of Loki is like premiering. Like, the episodes of season 2 of Loki are premiering. Me and my mom are watching it together. So I need to know, how did y'all feel about season 1 of Loki? if I had to be honest, I didn't love it. When I first watched it, I didn't love it. I was really like confused. I was like, what is even happening right now? The whole thing with Sylvie and Loki falling in love, I didn't get it. I didn't like it. It felt weird. It felt like incest. I don't know if I can say that on here, but it just felt wrong. And I was like, what? So I didn't particularly, and that's not the only reason why I didn't particularly love it, but that was one of the main factors. And I was just like, I don't understand what's happening. But yeah, so season 2 came out, and I didn't really have many expectations for season 2 just because of season 1. But me and my mom are watching it right now, and girl, let me tell you, it's pretty good. It's really, really holding my interest. Like, I can't even lie. It's really good. And it's so, like, the storyline has developed so much since season 1. Like, it's still a little confusing, but at the same time, like, I don't care as long as it's entertaining. And it is. This eyeliner is so bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, so only 4 episodes of season 2 have been premiered. The 4th episode, oh my god. We watched it, I think, a couple days ago. What is happening? I'm so confused. Like, what's gonna, okay, I don't want to think about it. Because I'm scared. Like, this feels like Thanos and his snap all over again. That's what it feels like. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do now? Just wait for the next episode? I don't know what to do with myself. Like, oh my god. Look at this wing, which is literally perfect and amazing. And then look at this one. I don't know where I went wrong. Excuse me. But yeah, if you're a Marvel fan, let me know what you think. I'm so far really, really loving this season, and it's kind of pushing me back into my Marvel era, because a few years ago I was so deep into my Marvel era, and I kind of miss it, because that was such a deep hyperfixation. Oh, I miss it every day so much. I want to be back in my Marvel era. I just watched Avengers again for the first time in like a year maybe, and it was really good, and it felt like I was watching it for the first time again. That's one thing about having a bad memory, is like, I remember everything that happens, but every time I watch a movie that I've seen before, I pretend like I had never seen it before. Like, it feels like I'm watching it for the first time again. So love that. I love being Dory. Also, Marvel is really disappointing me, because what are these movies that they're putting out and these shows? Like, I'm sorry, but they're really, really going downhill in my opinion. Like, I don't know. Is that mean? Tell me if you feel the same way, because I feel like some people have expressed that they feel that way too, and I feel that way too. Like, the last good movie that they put out was probably, oh, okay, I won't say this was an amazing movie, but Eternals got a lot of hate, and I really liked Eternals. Like, my mom didn't like it. I liked Eternals. I really did. Okay. Because I just remembered that Harry Styles is in it, and I don't hate that he's in it like a lot of people did, but I don't hate that he's in it. I thought it was just a really random choice, because like, you're like, oh, like Marvel, you don't, if you're a fan of Harry Styles, you don't imagine the two worlds colliding. I don't know, it was weird, but I'm excited to see what the second one's gonna be about, because I'm just curious. But yeah, I really did like Eternals, but the last really good Marvel movie that they put out, ow, I just poked myself in the eye, I really don't know. I really don't, because I can't think of the movies that they put out in order. I liked Shang-Chi. Me and my mom liked Shang-Chi. That was a good movie. I feel like that movie doesn't get talked about a lot, but that was a good movie. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think the last good Marvel movie that they put out was, because I truly can't think of like the Marvel movies in order right now. So my eyeliner is really bad, and I'd rather we not talk about it, because I'm not fixing it. Because I'm really only doing this makeup for the video, and I just wanted to talk to you guys. And I don't have a podcast, so this is our next resort. This is the next best thing. A step up from a podcast. I don't even know what I would talk about if I had a podcast. Like, I'm not qualified for that. I'm not even qualified for this, but you know, anyone can be an influencer these days, or a content creator. I like that term better. So, guys, the weather, okay, I live in Virginia, and the weather here, everybody that lives in Virginia knows, the weather here is bipolar as crap. Like, it was just like 80 something degrees for like 3 days in a row here. Like, it literally got up to the 80s, and then the next day, yesterday, it only got up to 50 degrees. What are we talking about? Like, the switch up is so crazy. It's so cold. It's so cold, and it's gonna stay like that because it's fall. But the cold front came, like, the cold front is cold fronting. Like, oh my gosh, I put too much blush on. Oh, so Thanksgiving's coming up, and I'm excited because I get to see my friends that are in college, and I'm so excited for them to come so we can bond and talk and gossip, because that's what girls do, they gossip. Yeah, they're coming home for Thanksgiving. I'm so excited because I miss them so much, and they know that, and they miss me too, because how could they not? I feel like I look like, I don't know what you call them. It's the, like, those girls that are British and they wear the heavy makeup, like heavy orange makeup with like the concealer lips. I don't know what you call them, but you know what I'm talking about. I feel like I look like one of them because my makeup looks really, really heavy, especially the blush. I never put this much blush on. I'm just kind of out of it today, okay? Don't talk about it. See, it doesn't want to come out. It started coming out. Ew, that's so much. Okay, everything about this makeup look is going wrong. Like, ew, it's so much. Ew, it's still coming out. Please. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is me in my really bad makeup. And you might be looking at me and being like, Zara, that makeup doesn't look that bad. If I got a look closer, you would see that it would look really bad. But I won't do that. I'll just let you believe that it's good, okay? So, that's it. That's this video. I'm done with my makeup. I'm done talking about my life. That is so interesting. That's pretty much it. So if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment down below of what you wore for Halloween and what your HALLOWEEKEND plans were, because I would love to hear that. That sounded sarcastic, but I'm being genuine. I would really love to hear what your plans were and what your costume was. Also, leave a comment down below if you are a Marvel fan and what you think about Marvel right now, because I just want to know. I'm genuinely curious. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.